Welcome to Scott Slasher World. This week, I'm showing off this huge box of memorabilia that was sent to me from Timothy Mace. Once again, thank you, Timothy, for this package. I didn't have any of these items, and I love everything that you sent. So let's crack this thing open and let's get started. It's probably going to be a long video because you sent me a ton of stuff. So first things first is this awesome tick figure. This is a talking tick figure. Look how cool this is. He has multiple phrases he says. You just push the button and I'll put him next to the mic.
I am the tick. Evil is afoot. Oh, gross. I am the tick.
Super cool. We got the tick here. I also got a tick bendable. And this is Gordy. Very cool. Look at this Gordy bendable toy. Still in the pack. I love the cards on these tick figures, so I'm gonna keep this guy in the pack and he will go on the wall. Next up is all these film stills, these production stills that he sent me. Most of these are from Friday the 13th. Take a look at that. You can pull it out, and on the back of it has the description from Paramount. So this one is Bill Randolph and Marta Kober come across a bloody carcass in the all-new terror-laced movie Paramount Pictures Friday the 13th Part 2. Super cool. He gave me a ton of these. I'm going to show them off quickly, but at the end of the video I'll show all these close up. So you get this one. You have, here's another one from Friday the 13th Part 2. We have, oh, here's another one, Friday 13th Part 2. You have, this is Part 2, right? Yeah, because it's Alice. Alice from Part 2 in the shower. That's from her apartment. You got Crazy Ralph from Friday 13th 2. We have, here's another one from Friday 13th. A lot of Friday 13th 2, which is a great, great sequel. Here's another one. And I'll take these out of the packagings and just show you close up at the end of the video. Really cool one from Friday the 13th Part 2. And these two are from Carrie. So you got colored production still from Carrie, and on the back there is the scene where Carrie goes crazy. Next up is this WWF lunchbox. Man, this is super, super cool. On the cover you have Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, and Andre the Giant. And then then when you open it up, it actually has the thermos too. That is super cool. Man, I can't wait to add this one to the wall. I don't have this one. This is super awesome. Up next is another lunch pail. This one is Masters of the Universe from 1983. My goodness, man, look at this. I actually do have this one. I said I didn't have anything, but the one that I have has writing on it. Yours is in much better condition that you gave me. And here is the thermos. That is super cool as well. I do have a couple of these thermoses actually, but man, I'm really glad to add this one to the collection because it's not like, this one's not rusted or anything, and there's no name on it. So this is super cool. Love the Masters of the Universe. Also, that other lunch box that I just showed off, the WWF lunch box, was from 1985. This one is from 1983. Next up is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Take a look at this, man. This is super cool. This is a Japanese-made Stay Puft, or Marshmallow Man, as they call it. And Timothy, he sent a letter on this one. Well, he actually, a couple of these items, he put down some facts about it. And this is, the Asian Stay Puft Man is old. It was a mail order during the late 80s. I can't remember where the order was from, possibly Fangoria. Though the box is a little soft, the figure itself is still in the original wrapping. Super cool, man. I love this, love it. Next up is a set of Batman movie cards. This right here is 143 glossy cards and 22 stickers. This is the complete collector's set. And Timothy said this has never been opened. I will show this close up at the end of the video. Next up is this complete set of A Nightmare on Elm Street cards. Timothy said that these came from a Fangoria magazine. You ordered it in the back of a Fangoria magazine. There's a sticker that says, Freddy's seal of approval here. And you open this up and it's the full set. A couple holograms here too. At the end of the video, I'm gonna go through a bunch of these cards to show them close up. But these are awesome. And I had never seen this set before. And then once you gifted these to me, Timothy, I took a trip to one of my local shops, the Cult Shop, and they do have these for sale. So if you're looking to get yourself a set of these, you better go to the Cult Shop in Princeton. But man, these are super cool. And this right here blew me away when I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Thank you, man. Here's another item that once I saw, I was kind of blown away because this thing is so cool. And you don't see these things. These items are what like really fuel me to collect. Is like these promotional video items. Because when I worked at a video store back in the late 90s, early 2000s, they would have kind of stuff like this. But Vestron Video made this. This is the Kindred. And it's a bib. And on it, it says, Anthony isn't your typical bottle baby. That is so cool. Very unique promotional item from the movie The Kindred. Next up is this Return of the Living Dead book. This is really cool. This is written by John Russo, who wrote Night of the Living Dead. And Timothy says that the Return of the Living Dead book is sometimes listed as rare. The prices are all over the place online. And it's Russo's original idea for a sequel for the 1969 movie that was rejected. Next up is this stack of Super 8 films. All these are super cool. You have like Star Wars. You have radio spots from Halloween that has like 4 different spots. I will show all these close up at the end of the video so you can get a better look at them. We have Ghost Story, E.T., the extraterrestrial. You have The Sting 2. You have this is Taste the Blood of Dracula. That is super cool. I love these old like monster movies. Gosh, just the covers are so cool, like this one. Man-Made Monster. Look at this, you have the Submariner. And finally we have Squirm. Next up, we have some items from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So we got this shirt, and we have these magazines. So here's the official magazine. And I'll flip through some of these books at the end of the video so you can get a closer look. This right here is the official poster magazine. That is super cool. And we have, here's another picture. This is official picture magazine as well. I don't know if the two went together or not. I'm not quite sure. These might just be separate picture magazine books. But we'll get a better look at them at the end of the video. Next up, a couple smaller items. We have this glass, this Beetlejuice glass. We have this Batman pin, and this little Freddy. This right here came from the McFarlane Movie Maniacs. So we have a loose little Freddy running around. Next up is this awesome Creep Show book. Man, that is super cool. The art in this is amazing, and I will show this at the end of the video as well. I'll flip through the pages a little bit for you. But man, look at the cover on that. Next up is this Jaws 3D book. Look how cool that is. Inside is a bunch of like stills from the film and a lot of promotional photos and just some like write-ups about it. But man, that is super cool, and I'll flip through this at the end of the video as well. Take a look at these. These are awesome Clive Barker comic books. We have Tapping the Vein, and we have a Hellraiser book. Super cool. I have a few of these. I don't have these though, so it's cool to add these to the collection. The artwork in these, man, are so cool. very gory artwork, as you can expect from Clive Barker, you know, the creator of Hellraiser and Lord of Illusions and Rawhead Rex, a bunch of stuff. I'm missing something very important. Nightbreed, and the creator of Nightbreed, but man, I love these Clive Barker comics. I also got this official comic book adaptation of the Batman movie. Man, the artwork on this is amazing. I love the cover art. Look at there's the back cover. And inside is beautiful artwork as well. I will show some of these pages at the end of the video, but take a look at that. Also got this James Bond For Your Eyes Only comic book. And I got this Tick Big Yule Log Special. That is super cool. Here's the back. And the last item that Timothy gave me that came out of the box is this awesome Monsters Unleashed comic book. I will show some of the art off at the end of the video. That's all for this week in front of the camera. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and a huge, huge, huge thank you to Timothy Mace for all the stuff. I loved every bit of it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So I will show off some of this stuff close up at the end of the video, so stay tuned. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. All right, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Thank you. Huge, huge thank you again to Timothy. I can't thank you enough, man. Appreciate it. And let's take a look at this awesome Nightmare on Elm Street set of cards. Look at that hologram. That is super, super cool. There's another hologram with Freddy. Holograms are kind of hard to show up on the camera, but these cards, I'm going to grab just a stack of these. I'm not going to show them all. But look at that. So I'm going to show a few of these off. And we'll flip through here. So we have, there's Robert Englund getting ready for Freddy. Very cool. Look at that, behind the scenes. A lot of this cards looks like to be behind the scenes, or look at that, a dapper young man right there, Robert Englund. There's the cast, and that is a cool photo. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. I love it. And I think the back will probably, you know, actor Breckin Myers Spencer gets prepped to bounce off the ceiling by the special effects. By an effects specialist, I should say, in Freddy's Dead. Man, that is cool. So yeah, it tells you what's going on. And I didn't realize, but these are from different movies. So that's part 6. So these are from, I guess, 1 through 6. My guess, though, because I bet A New Nightmare wasn't released. Though I could be wrong. Did I go through anything that looks like New Nightmare? I don't think so. These look all 1 through 6. Man, super cool. I'd have to look. When is the, I'm sure there's a date on here. Oh, there is. So 1984, 1991. So, yep. A New Nightmare was not out yet, so it's 1 through 6. But man, these are super cool cards. God, I love that. Here is the unopened Batman movie card set. Like I said, it has 143 glossy cards and 22 stickers. This is the complete set that has never been opened. And man, look at the box. The box is super cool. I always like these sketch cards or whatever. That is really cool. And that is the back of the box there with Michael Keaton with the Batmobile. You have Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton. Look at that. That is super, super cool. We got some of these, here's some of these Super 8 films. This one is Taste the Blood of Dracula. That is really cool. It comes with the Super 8 in here. We have Man-Made Monster. This is really cool. Love the covers of these old things. Very cool. Look at this one, Squirm. That is awesome. Look at that cover. These are great pieces, like great show pieces. Then we have, these are like the radio spots, which I thought were really cool. So you have like the Sting 2, you have E.T., you have Ghost Story, and you have probably the greatest sequel of all time, Halloween 2. Very cool. And you see, he's like, here's a 30-second, A Dark House, Alone, Nightmare, Trick or Treat. And then you have Spanish ones. You have the Alone and the Nightmare in the 30-second Spanish radio spot. That is cool. Also, we have Star Wars on Super 8. Look how cool that is. And the last Super 8 is Submariner. Submariner must fight the Faceless Ones and the evil Krang. Next up are all the production stills that I said I'd show off at the end of the video. This one is from Carrie, and here is the other one from Carrie, when she is going crazy on everybody, getting her revenge. And then these are the ones all from Friday the 13th Part 2 from Paramount. And these are really cool because they all have these. And take a look at this. This is what I was reading from, but look how official that looks. From Paramount Pictures. Around the campfire, camp counselors, left to right center, Tom McBride, Lauren Marie Taylor, John Furry, and Amy Steele listen to the legend about a bloodthirsty demonic horror living in the area from Paramount Pictures. Friday the 13th Part 2. Isn't that cool? So all these have that. They tell a little bit about what is going on. Oh, I flipped the wrong one because I was like, wait a second, that's Crazy Ralph's. So the nosy Walt Gorney, portraying Crazy Ralph, falls prey to an avenging demonic horror in Paramount Pictures. Friday the 13th Part 2. There's Crazy Ralph. That is a cool one right there. Anybody ever heard the song Crazy Ralph by the Jasons? That video is on my channel. That's a really cool one. This one is, having survived a murderous bloodbath, Adrienne King is terrified that she has been targeted for death in Paramount Pictures Friday the 13th Part 2. And at the bottom here, Paramount Pictures presents a Steve Miner film, Friday the 13th Part 2. Look at that, it's so cool. I love that. Thank you, man. Thank you, Timothy. That's cool. Look at that. His outstretched hand streaming blood, the demonic Warrington Gillette savagely attacks Amy Steele. And the last one. Man, these are cool. And some of the last items I'm going to show off are some of the magazines and comic books. This is from 1974. Look at that cool Shaft advertisement. That is super cool. But yeah, this Stan Lee Presents Monsters Unleashed. This is for number 6, and it's from June 1974. Also, this has Werewolf by Night. We have The Tick, the Yule Log Special. That is super cool. Inside is the artwork, which is black and white. Very good artwork, though. Look at that art. Very cool. What else do we have here? Here is the Batman. So, take a look at this art. Let me find a cool, that is cool. I mean, that's a great Joker. That is super, super spot on. Look at that. Awesome. What else do we have? Here are some of the Clive Barkers. These, who knows, who knows what you're going to see when you open this up. It's going to be something crazy. There's the blood picture I showed earlier. Look at that crazy cool artwork. There's a young Clive Barker in the back there. Very, very awesome artwork. We also have the Hellraiser book. And let's take a look inside. Wow, look at that wild image. Is that Candyman? Yeah. Very cool. Man, I love the artwork in these. Next up is the Jaws 3D book. This is so cool, man. Look at that. That is awesome. Did they not make, they don't really do, I guess they still do make stuff like this, but very few and far between, because I think I did see like a Stranger Things book recently like this, which is awesome. But, you know, it'd be cool if they would just do this with like all the horror films and all that stuff that's coming out like they used to. Look at old Stephen King on the back of the Creep Show book. This is a cool comic. Look at that. It's the movie adaptation, the comic book adaptation of the movie. There's Stephen King's character. Look at that. Oh, Gordy. Oh, Jordy, that's his name. Jordy, yep. I don't know why I had Gordy in my mind. Oh, because I think because of the tick. That's so cool. What else we got here? Oh, we have the Rocky Horror Picture official poster magazine. So you can open this up, and it's a big poster. Wow, look at that. We have the official magazine here. Some cool stuff. That's a good one. If you've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show in a theater, that's the way to see it. Yeah, I mean, the first time I ever watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I was kind of like, oh, this isn't like a horror film. And I thought for some reason as a teenager that it was going to be a horror film. But I was like, I still kind of liked it. But then, of course, you know, when you watch it again, you start to love it. And then once you see it in a theater with a crowd, that's when, you know, you really appreciate the Rocky Horror. So do yourself a favor, around Halloween time, go to a theater and see this film. If you've never, you know, experienced that. That is cool. Look at the Tim Curry there. Bam. Very cool. And as the tick always says,
I am the